People have been the channel has been hijacked. Hey!
Mmeniambia nifanye intro.
Yes,
Ladies and gentlemen, mabibi na mabwana, karibuni sana kwenye mtandao wa YouTube kwa majina. Mimi ni Patricia Kihoro na tuko hapa na Fashionable StepMum. Look at you. Fashion. Fashion. You're looking so nice.
Thank you very
wow.
much. Today I'm making you blush.
Yaani unaweza kuja hapo unadhani wewe ni mrembo, alafu unaketi kando ya Kathy.
Hao ni mama, sisi ni mama.
Alafu unaanza tu kusema kai, kisi ningeweka just some more wanja.
No, her makeup is amazing. Her makeup is really nice. I like it. And her skin, improved.
Asante.
Looks very nice.
It's been a journey.
So today, wait.
Well,
hey guys, at least you've had a different intro, the first in many years. I don't think we'll have again like that one, so enjoy while it lasts. Today's video, we're going to talk about finding your niche in social media, niche or space. I don't think there's anything like niche. So today I don't want to call her the expert, but she's been there for a while. Imagine she told me that she registered a YouTube channel in 2009, guys.
Imagine.
2009, and Instagram 2011.
Imagine.
She told me before Facebook or something else. What was there?
High five.
Kuna high five. Na yingine umesema?
Kulikuwa na high five, kulikuwa na MySpace, kulikuwa na Tumblr, alafu Instagram ikakuja, kulikuwa na kitu inaitwa Tagged. Pinterest was there way before people got crazy about it. YouTube, I was on YouTube before Instagram. I started an account. I posted my first YouTube videos in 2010. Yeah.
So you see, she's been there for a while. She's seen also the industry changing, many people coming in, other people leaving, which is just part of life. But funny enough, she's always been there. You know, she always gives us one video and then she disappears for 7 months. Then she gives us craving for another one. When she comes back, we watch. It's okay. She's going to improve.
We are working on
yeah, but I was telling her, like, for me, I've known her for like acting and singing, and I told her I watched her show, the one for the girl over
Life in the Single Lane.
It was the funniest show. I went twice. I enjoyed it and it was amazing. So I didn't know her then on social media because also I didn't know social media. But when I've come in, she still manages to go through the waves. Yeah. Acting, singing, social media, and she's still here. So today I'll be asking questions and also answering the way I know, because also me, Susan, when did you enter Instagram?
2013.
Yeah. So I was checking. So
last week.
2017.
This is in the last week. Wow.
So I registered Instagram and I was laughing for sure because I told her that I paid for someone to open for me a website, very expensive, and I paid for someone to open for me my IG account, and she's telling me it was free.
Imagine today I'm finding out that somebody scammed her. And I feel bad because
I didn't know.
They really just took advantage of you. Imagine somebody told her that to register onto Instagram you need to pay, and because she was such a trusting person.
I didn't understand social media.
Yeah, like this. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And
so you can see why I'm calling Patricia today an expert, because I just came into this thing in 2017. I didn't intend to be on Instagram. I wanted to start a website, a blog, to blog about blended families and stepmoms, because when I was coming to the picture, when I met Max 2008, there was no one who was talking about blended families. I came from just a normal family, mom and dad, and kids, so I didn't know anything. So I struggled alone, and I didn't know there was Google. I didn't Google anything. I didn't read any books. So I struggled alone. I figured things out on my own. So I thought, why let someone else go through the same? When I was seeing my kids in school, most of their friends were going through divorce and stuff like that. Like, so our society nowadays, if relationships don't work out, people don't struggle like our parents used to just stay in things that don't work out. So I thought that's what I was going to do. And then someone said, you know what, our website is not enough. People have to see your face. So I said, how will they see my face? And they said, Instagram. So I said, what's Instagram? So I paid for it. I got an account. Now I know better. You can get an account. It's free. And then I started posting fashion because I love fashion. And I thought if I post fashion, it will make the blended family issue more palatable, not so heavy. And so that's how Fashionable StepMum came to be. And here I am today.
which was really smart. And I think that was really great of you to do, because fashion is something that you love. And also being a stepmom is your life.
It's my everyday life.
And I think the thing is that you can decide what it is your platform is about.
Like you told me today, for you, what was your biggest thing of opening? Okay, other than being a creative and being interested, and ahead of times clearly.
I'm just on everything. I was on everything there was to be on. It's like there's a new platform. Oh, let me check it out. Oh, let me see. Let me share. Let me express. It wasn't a strategic thing that I did, or this is going to do this for my career. It was really just, wow, here's a platform. It's free. You can get on it. Get on it. Yeah.
And then like you weren't posting frequently. It wasn't like your day job. You had, like you told me, you used to work in advertising.
I worked in advertising, but this is way back.
There were no influencers then?
Hey, no. In fact, the first time I worked in advertising was back in 2003.
Wow.
And how I got into advertising was, I told my mom, I'm interested in advertising. And she had a friend who was in advertising. So akaniambia endo kajitete. So I went and jitetead and did an internship. And I have to say that it was supposed to be 2 weeks. I was very privileged to not have any expenses of my own. So I was able to do a free 2-week internship.
Okay.
Because, there's a lot of talk nowadays about, do free internships, but free internships are for the privileged who are able to take care of bills, like
you can pay your fare,
exactly. Yeah. So I was very lucky that we lived very close to that ad agency, so I could walk to work, right? And if I needed to go home for lunch, I could. I was given pocket money.
You're not incurring any expenses?
I wasn't incurring any expenses, right? And that was back in 2003. I ended up staying there for about 8 months. And by the time I was saying I'm leaving, the MD actually offered me a job.
Okay.
But I told him, actually, I need to go to university. And my plan is, once I'm done with uni, I would like to start my own ad agency. And he was an Indian man. And he said, that is ridiculous. Nobody can succeed against the big wigs. He basically said, don't think about starting your own agency.
Come out for me.
There are already big agencies that exist and, they run the industry. So why don't you just take this job now? You don't even have to go to work. Just take it now. I'm giving you a job. You start making money now. And I was like, let me just go to uni because, also my folks would like to see me get a degree. I went back for my internship when I was in 3rd year. Then in 4th year, I studied psychology, so I had to do the counseling psychology. I worked as a shrink for a bit, but I learned very early on that working at an ad agency was not for me because it was a very stressful situation, especially for creatives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you see now, at least that is a background. I did not know that people on Instagram, their likes. I used to just post my outfit the way I know how to wear them because I enjoyed clothes. I would talk about blended families in my own way.
Mimi nikiona dhigiriri ningepost. I see a bird ningepost. Like anything. It was just a place. In fact, my first picture must have been the door of a cupboard or a doorknob or something. It was just, you put a filter, you post, you go.
And it was just your life, your everyday life. You didn't go out of your way to curate anything. So when did it get to that point where now you realize, people were asking you for doing posts, sponsorship and stuff like that?
So the first time somebody approached me and said that they would like to offer me money to talk about the product was when I was working at HBR. Talia and I used to work together and we used to do these videos on Fridays and we called it Video Chronicles. So I used to read news at HBR and Talia was a radio presenter. And every Friday at noon, I would read entertainment news. So nikiingia studio, ready to read the news, the music is playing. And Talia and I just like the music and we'd start dancing. Mtu akaturecord, tukapost, ikakuwa Video Chronicles. We just used to have fun. Honestly, like Instagram was just about having fun. So we posted for a few months and it became a regular thing. And sometimes we'd have guests. They come and then we post videos with them. We posted with Akina Sauti Soul. So
it was just enjoying.
Just enjoying. Then one time, unajua ile wimbo ya Doro Buchi. Doro this. Tukasema Doro Toss. So they had, watu wa Toss wakasikia.
Wow.
Wakasema, hey, can we give you 5,000 bob each?
Mob.
This must have been 2014. Yeah, because that's when I was still reading the news. Can we give you 5,000 bob each? You hold a toss. And then you say Doro Toss. So me Natalia tukasema 5,000.
Mlikuwa smart.
Tukarudi tukasema cool but make it 10.
Ulikuwa smart.
We never heard from them again.
Mkulipa.
But that was the first time somebody offered.
Mkulipa. Mkotaka mo.
Tukasema
Sasa mkakosa yote but ni sawa.
Tukakosa yote but we just felt like 5k is too little. If they have 5k then they have 10.
Na mko na kitu anyway.
So we didn't feel like we'd lost anything, but what
either way you are doing anyway.
Yeah. And we just, it felt nice that somebody was like, you mean unaweza kuja pesa.
Ukalan contract. Na deposit.
So the next time I did like a sponsored campaign was now in 2015. And it was a huge campaign from this platform called Webfluential, which is the first ever influencer managing agency in Africa. And it was very automated. You create an account, then if you're a brand, uko na side yako. If you're an influencer, uko na side yako. Then ni kama sasa watu wanakuja wanaangalia influencers wenye wako, then they say, okay, we want to work with this person. Then they reach out to you. So my first campaign was with Barclays Africa.
Wow.
And it was a 6-month campaign. And they just wanted me to document my relationship with money. And every month, because I still had my blog running at the time, so every month I was just one blog post on my patriciakihoro.com, and then a tweet and a Facebook post.
Then there was Twitter?
Yes.
Okay.
I joined Twitter in 2009. I celebrated 10 years, 2019. May of 2009. Mimi nakwambia, yani something new comes up. Ndio huyo mimi.
You are just, but you see, because you're a creative and you
ndio huyo, na pia mimi niko na kichwa ngumu, kiherehere.
I'm like, what is this about?
Yeah, I just need to be there. That was me then. FOMO was a thing.
Oh.
FOMO was a big thing.
Okay.
So, actually, that was the first paid campaign. But back in 2011, or was it? Yeah, back in 2011, I do remember BlackBerry reached out and gave a bunch of us Blackberries and told us just have this BlackBerry in pictures.
But they didn't demand like a lot of things, no.
They didn't even want to post. They were just like, if you're seen in public, uonekane na BlackBerry. But it wasn't paid. They just gave us.
And they didn't have like deliverable that one post like they nowadays.
And that was in 2011. So cut 2015 is the first time I'm being paid. 6-month campaign. Every month blog post, then a Facebook post to say there's a blog post, and a tweet to say there's a blog post. And for the 6 months, I think it was 250k.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Man, niko na rent ya miezi 10.
But ukikata into 6 months, see, that's like 40k.
But
45k.
It's still not bad.
Just around 40,000 back in 2015. So 40k a month. And at the time, you know, my salary.
Exactly. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. She just reminded me of my first salary when I used to work in GSK. I was paid, I'll never forget. Sorry for digressing. I got the money, I went to town. You see those people who have those cups of begging? I think nilipotea kila mtu. Liko naona kayo pesa ishi. But when I went to the bank, half the money had gone. I thought it was a lot of money. I'm staying with my mom. I've never seen so much money. And then I didn't have an account.
Oh wow.
So now I was going to open the account. Nimelipwa sasa.
Yes.
So when you say 40k, I'm thinking, yeah, ilikuwa pesa
no, 40k for blogging. And at the time, nimesema it was 2015. 2015, I'd already quit the news, so I was just doing my radio show. And my radio show, which people won't believe me, but I used to make 25k.
Oh, na sasa.
Up until 2019,
so 40k
even last year, I was taking home 25,000 shillings from my radio job.
Thank you.
So for a lot of people would think that, hey, this radio job is so prestigious. No, it was a labor of love. And to be honest, it was 2 hours a week of my time. I mean, the rest of the week I'm preparing by listening to music, but I was going to work on Sundays.
But you enjoy music?
And I enjoy it.
So the genre you enjoy it?
Yes.
Okay.
So as much as it was 25k, which is, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that much, but I never used to feel like you should be paying me 200.
But imagine 2 hours. 2 hours you'd wake up, 2 hours you'd be on your phone scrolling, 2 hours imepita. So 2 hours of doing something I love. and making 25,000,
Yeah.
to me that's a plus.
I mean, obviously it could have been more, because yes, it's just 2 hours, but the preparation
of the whole week. I get
Yeah,
you. So
and
you stop doing something else to prepare.
Yes, and I used to do everything aside from my producer, who would be present during the show to make sure everything runs. I was the one scheduling the music. I was the one booking the interviews. I used to do my own posters. Whenever I traveled, it wasn't paid for by the station. It was like my own.
Hey. Now that goes into when people say, you know, I want to quit my job and I want to just social media. You have bills, even if you're living alone, even if it's that 1-bedroom house, you're paying 15, 20. It's my fare, it's my hair, nails. I think people need to have plan better. You know, don't just think that I'll open an Instagram account and post and have likes and brands will come to me and they will pay me.
No.
So I'd say you need to think and plan. Don't just, even if you have savings, let's be realistic.
Yeah, it's true. And I think the reason why I'm talking about even my radio job or all these things is because my social media presence, it wasn't a deliberate, I'm on social media to become an influencer. It was really just me documenting the life that I live, the things that I do as an actress, as a singer, as a radio presenter, as an MC, as somebody who loves travel, as just somebody who lives in Nairobi, as a woman, as somebody who's living life. My page just, I really honestly love always remembering why I started my Instagram in the first place. It's just to share.
Yeah.
Just to share. And not necessarily sharing everything either.
Only what you want to share.
Exactly. And it's evolved now. I'm still sharing my life, but I want people to come to my page and feel like, okay, this is a chick just like me. Rather than, hey, there's an aspiration, like she's so perfect, lazima nikwe nini. I would love for people to leave my page feeling like, wow, okay, she's so and so, but she's just like me. You know what I mean? Saki watu wakuja wasikie vibaya.
Ama wasikie lazima wa compete and everything. Okay, with that said, people usually ask, I want to start a YouTube channel, I want to start Instagram. I feel like there's competition, and I do not understand, because I think there's space for everyone. And how many people are in the world? Billions. Kenya's population 60-something million. So definitely you'll get someone who can relate to your content. So don't be afraid of today's competition. Just be you, like you said, be authentic. Open your channel and get on with it. And there's something she told me today. Don't wait for that camera. Just start where you are. Like she was explain to them how you buy equipment after you.
Yes. So I was telling her that, you know, there's this question about how do you grow your platforms. And for me, I was like, well, you know, if first of all, think about what your purpose is on social media.
Yes. And
your purpose is yours. If that's what you want, imagine it's okay. If your purpose is to come onto social media to just be a blogger, gossip, nini, if that's your purpose, if that's what is driving you, do it. If your purpose is to come here and, you know, work with brands and be an influencer collaborating with brands fearlessly,
do it. Because for it's a job, you're earning a living.
It's okay. If your purpose is, you don't know, uko tu na Instagram na unataka kupost pictures zenye unapenda, do it. You know, there's no, social media is accessible to everybody. You don't have to pay to open an Instagram page. Anyone can open an Instagram. Anyone can open a Twitter account. Anybody can open a YouTube account. There's no gatekeeping. There's no okay, application papers and then you qualify, okay, sawa, you are approved. No. It's open to everybody. And everybody can be about themselves. There's no rules that now that you're on YouTube, this is what you have to do. But if there are certain goals that you have, maybe that's where the rules come in. If you want to be on YouTube, to create a platform that, you know, allows brands to collaborate with you, to create a community, to grow your numbers, then there's certain things that are important, like consistency, you know, posting regularly, quality of your content, having a niche so that people who are looking for you find you and they know that you're talking about this, and that's completely okay. If you like doing YouTube because you just like making videos, do that.
And it's your form of expression, it's fine.
It's fine as well. Don't let anybody start telling you that now that you're on YouTube, these are the rules you have to follow. You figure out why you're on YouTube, and then
create your content.
Create your content. If you want to be consistent because you want to grow your platform, then work on that consistency. As you work on your consistency, then you can start reinvesting in yourself, because there was that thing of quality. There was a time I was like, okay, now I can't vlog unless I have this camera. Now I have to buy a GoPro. Then I have to do this. The G7X.
The G7X.
Mark II. Sasa kuna Mark III. You know, like there's people who are like, okay, I can't do this until I get this.
Exactly. Imagine your phone can work.
I used to be like that until I said, Aki, I will never start. So my first vlogs, I used my phone. Even though I had a DSLR, I had a GoPro, nilikuwa nishanunua, but I said, I said, no, Patricia, you'll never start. Use your phone. Start from there. Oh, I can't be a vlogger until I've learned how to use Final Cut Pro. I said to myself, by the way, if Final Cut Pro ni ngumu, anza na iMovie.
I cannot vlog or I can't do anything. I know how to put makeup until I'm perfect, until I lose weight.
Or until I have street lights, softbox, diffuser, microphone. Oh, no.
By the way, Miss G.
Imagine just start with what you have.
Like me and Susan just started. I think our first YouTube video, Susan, was it about clinic?
No.
It was?
You at the gym.
Hey! At the gym.
Wow!
So we were at the gym with Zabu. Zabu was my trainer. And so I told Zabu, you train me so well. I've never found a trainer who, when I don't come, I don't feel guilty because I'm not meeting my body goals. Then I feel I've disappointed Zabu. May God rest Zabu's soul in peace. He just passed on this year. He was amazing, that clean heart. So I told Susan, she want to work out. Then Susan took her phone. Is it an iPhone?
It was my camera.
It was her camera. It was a camera, by the way. Shot the video we posted.
Yeah.
But the second one was we were on holiday. We had gone with the kids. We was there. We posted clinic products. We weren't even paid. That's what I'm saying. We just started with what we have.
Yes.
Not like you said, over time now you realize, okay, I want a certain quality. I've watched a few YouTube videos. I can invest in this. But even before I buy, I plan.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going not to pay school fees to buy a GQ3.
What?
I'm a rent. Camera. Start with what you have. You're very right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the quality will come with time. But there's other things you need to build on. Quality is not the only thing. It's important. It's great. By the way, if you have the most amazing quality, fantastic.
Yes.
But you know, you can have great quality, but your content is work. Which is, I mean, I remember a long time ago, there's a guy who used to talk about, he wouldn't talk about his photography. He'd talk about his camera.
Okay. That was mismatched.
So now their pictures were so bad.
So they didn't focus on improving their skill of taking the photos.
They just thought that the best camera
was enough.
Made them so they would do shoots for a magazine, and you're like, you mean this camera, which is so amazing
and so expensive,
inaweza toa picha mbaya hivi?
You see, like now, I didn't know that, but my team has shown me, you know, it's not always about adding equipment. You might even have something that you're underusing because you've not learned how to use. You've not maximized.
Yes.
So when they say this is wrong, like, let me be honest, the series for sale series, I'm having a hard time because I don't like the lighting, because at the back we have the roof. So I'm like, so when I called Nick, I was like, do we need to add lights? Then I'm like, so I was like, you don't need to add lights. It means we just need to master the new camera. So it's not always about buying new equipment.
Yeah, there's people, I can tell you now, who have successful platforms, successful channels. They have never bought one light. Bado wanatumia Canon G7X Mark I. Ya kwanza. Right? But the channel is very successful because they capitalize on natural light. They've learned how to use the camera. They've learned how to edit. So you know, just start where you are.
With what you have.
Perfect that.
This, but it's not what is the word? Najua msiju kizungu sana. Kupatisha tu hiyo sasa inaitwa
It's not a prerequisite.
What? Group of schools. Prerequisite.
Nilienda Buruburu primary.
Unaenda Rugade.
Na Moi Girls School Nairobi. Na Moi University.
Nilikuja high school. A question, someone asked, which social media platforms do you use? And I'll say, like she said, whatever works for you. I don't think for myself, like Facebook is not our big whatever, because we just copy paste from Instagram. But I don't think like right now I can go to TikTok. I'll say one, because TikTok is about fun, and I don't know how to be that easy on camera, and my personality to come out on camera. So as much as kuna TikTok, nitaona ni enjoy I love Kikuyu TikTok videos. I can watch them for hours. The youngings, I don't understand why we're even laughing, because I cannot understand the gist. When my kids show me, they have to explain. But you don't have to be in every. Do you have to be in all of them?
No, there's some people who Instagram is all they're on and they're perfectly okay. There's some people who YouTube is all they're on and they're perfectly okay. There's some people who Twitter is the only place they're on. Now wako sawa. Some people are on just two, YouTube and Instagram. Some people are, there's a lady I follow, her name is Vanessa Lau. And for her, her platform is about teaching young influencers or content creators and businesses how to be successful and to convert their influence into sales. She has a podcast, she's on Instagram, is she on TikTok, she's on YouTube, but she's so successful, and she's also given tips on how she manages to do all of them without burning out. And that's amazing. But also you can choose one platform and be a be a rock star on that one.
And I'm people on YouTube, and they're big on YouTube. Like Patricia Bright is big on YouTube, but she's not as big on Instagram.
Yeah, she's got a
but I'm not as big as YouTube.
A friend of mine is huge on Instagram. Her YouTube is not that successful, and then on Twitter she has like 2,000 followers.
You see?
But she every once a year, she's like me, once a year she'll put up a video on YouTube. But Instagram is her forte, and it's okay. She makes her living off of Instagram, and it's okay. So don't feel the pressure to be on everywhere. All these platforms.
Yeah, you'll burn out.
Yeah, you will
burn out.
Yeah,
and that's another thing is don't fear to seek for help. Leave alone the creatives like Patricia, who is so that they can't, because they're creatives. The way they have pictured how it's supposed to look, and so they're perfectionists. My daughter is like that. Actually, a YouTube channel is coming soon. She's taken the video, but we've edited it for
5 million years. It's okay, I understand.
And I get her, but don't be afraid to seek for help. I do the videos, I do not edit them. I have no interest in learning how to edit. I have agreed. I can realize some mistakes, but don't be an expert in everything. If you have an 8 to 5 job and you have a loose 10K that you can give someone to help you edit, and then you can do the final touches, please do. You don't need to kill yourself.
True.
You don't need to be there and post a video and say, you know what, I shot this video, I edited, the lighting is me, the sound is me. Imagine, no?
Honestly, that is so true, because last year was my year of asking for help. I did hire some people. I got people who are helping me
for them.
But there's also, you can ask for help, but do you know how to delegate? So what 2019 taught me is that I need to learn how to delegate, because I got an assistant, I got a photographer,
and I'm sure they were amazing. That's why you picked them.
They were so amazing. But also mimi kama msanii, me as an artist, I was able to tell my assistant, you know what? Hapa you need to be with those people. That's where you'll grow, because that's where you're headed. So go there. My photographer, nikamwambia, and graphic designer, I was like, your strength is not being told what to do. Your strength is just being allowed to do what you want. So because me, I have what I need it to look like, and you have your idea of what it needs to look like, we won't mesh.
It doesn't mean they're not good.
No, he's amazing. He's fun. He's a genius. So even my video editor, same thing. And I came to learn that aside from asking for help, you also need to learn how to then receive that help.
It's true. To delegate.
Yes.
I think I am an expert in delegation.
I need some of those skills.
I am an expert in delegation. I've learned not to be a control freak, because it's one of my personalities.
Yeah.
If there's one thing that has humbled me, it's the social media space. I have been humbled. I entered knowing I know nothing, and every day I operate like I know nothing. So I'm always willing to get advice from my team, to get advice from people, to reach out. I have no shame in saying I do not know.
Yeah, I'm constantly learning as well. But me, I'm learning those skills for myself.
You know, skills are particularly high levels.
By the way, imagine I'll be up at 4 in the morning. I'm just watching a YouTube tutorial on how to do this. Also because I love it. Like, it's so interesting to me. So, like, I love it so much.
Tell me how your friends think you work hard and you enjoy it.
Me, yeah, like, over the last couple of years, I've had people in my life tell me, yo, Patricia, you work so hard, like you're constantly grinding. And in my head, I'm just thinking, no, I'm one of the laziest people I know. I wish I worked harder. Until I took a step back, I took in what they were saying, and I realized the reason it doesn't feel like I'm working hard is because I'm doing the things that I enjoy. These are things that I love to do. And you know, when you do something that you love,
it doesn't feel
you
like
can do it for hours and you give it your all, and it won't feel like work. And so when, you know, on Wednesdays I'm hosting Speaker Box, Sundays I was hosting my radio show, then I'm editing, then I'm shooting, then I'm creating content for this, then I'm emceeing an event, then like all these things are things that I love. And so it felt like I'm just having fun, and there was a guilt attached to it.
Why are you having so much fun?
Because we've been taught that working hard is struggle. And because I wasn't struggling, you know, when you love something, you can put in more hours than if you're employed. You know, like, there's no 5 o'clock nimefunga kazi. You're constantly doing it. You're constantly pursuing it because you love it.
And you enjoy it.
And people really misunderstand that phrase, that saying of do the thing that you love and you'll never work a day in your life. It's true to the extent that what you're doing, you don't consider work.
But it's still work.
But it's still
get tired.
Hard work. It's still a grind. There's no employer who will have me working every day till 7 in the morning. But me, for myself,
you do it.
I'll edit my YouTube video for 3 weeks straight. Every night I'm just up trying to figure out how to get it right. Because I love it so much. It doesn't feel like work, but from the outside, it looks like I'm putting in a lot of work.
It's the same way like when I do my YouTube videos for fashion. I can change 70 times and people don't get it. I'm like, it's my joy. Like, I was doing the sale series. Someone in my team told me not to wear all the clothes. I really wanted to wear all the clothes. But it's because I don't feel like it's work. I enjoy it. I find pleasure in it. I find pleasure in doing such kind of things. So it's work. I'll be here a whole day shooting from morning to evening. But it's not work to me. I enjoy it.
Mimi,
imagine.
Kuchange nguo, hata nimechoka.
Exactly. Like, what is it after?
Si nimevaa nguo moja ni sawa. Let's shoot 5 videos in the same clothes.
Actually, they're not fit for every video. Someone asked, how do you grow your brand? How do you grow your brand?